Hey everybody, how's it going? So over at SDCC, they had a panel for Batwoman, and at the panel, one of the executive producers, Carolyn Dries, was quoted saying a lot of different things about various characters like Batman, and when talking about Batman, she goes, anything is possible. Everyone in the room knows very, very well how strict Warner Brothers is with the Batman property. And then they go on to talk more and more about the absence of a more popular male hero is something that's worked for other characters like Supergirl, for example, even though I know a big gripe with that show is basically the CW taking Superman stories and then basically just transplanting Supergirl in there instead of like creating original stories for the character or intentionally adapting her own stories. So I'm really curious to see what they do with Batwoman. For example, are we going to get a Quarter Owl story with Batwoman as the lead instead of Batman? Like, are we going to get something like that? Or are we going to get, let's say, a totally new story with Batwoman and Magpie, or Batwoman and, I guess not the Joker, but maybe the Riddler, or, Ragdoll, or just, you know what I'm saying? Just like, are we getting original stories here, or just simply previous Batman stories we've seen in recent years redone just to have Batwoman instead? Now they go on to say, I think there's so much fun to have without Batman, not that I'm not a big fan. Of course, Batman not being present doesn't mean he doesn't have a place in the series. With Kate Kane picking up where he left off, Batman continues to have a place in the show's overall conversation. He continues to be part of the conversation. Kate is trying to get out of his shadow. She sees him as a mentor. I thought it'd be cool if one day she opens her journal and she sees a letter from him and is just wondering how it even got there. So that's really interesting that basically they're kind of making it sound like Batman's still alive and he's still kind of there, maybe watching from above, which would be very Batman-like. However, it wouldn't be very Batman-like for him to let everything go to hell if he's not dead. So I'm really curious to see what happens here. If they do introduce him, since they do have the multiverse they could play with, I wonder if they'll introduce a multiverse version of Bruce Wayne or that universe native Bruce Wayne, because Bruce Wayne supposedly disappeared and no one really knows why. So I am curious to see the reason behind it, if it's a thing like the League of Assassins took him or something like that, or maybe he left for a crisis event. I'm just really curious to see what excuse they come up with, but leave your thoughts down below. Are you guys excited for Batwoman? It premieres October 6th at 8 p.m. Eastern on the CW, so leave your thoughts down below. We'll see you guys later.